Have you ever remembered helping someone or have contributed to someone else's life? Have you felt happy when you have done that? Hello everyone, this is once again your life transformation coach Neeraj Singhvi, all set to make you live a better life. We have often encountered people, NGOs, organizations asking for help. When we walk down the street, we find some beggars ask for money and food, and we either tend to not look at them or just drop a few nickels in their pots. When NGOs or other organizations ask for help, again we either ignore them or send clothes, food, or money as per their requirement and as per our capacity, or to just avail tax benefits. Sometimes some friends ask for help, and sometimes there are family members and relatives who ask for help. Depending on where we stand, we help some while others we don't. That is a choice with us. But when we give, there is always an expectation of getting something in return. It could be happiness for yourself or someone else. It could be tax benefits, it could be a home for someone else or something else, but there is always an expectation. When you are giving to a beggar, you are expecting him to buy some food and fill up his stomach. When you give to an NGO, there is an expectation that the NGO will fulfill someone's needs or give you a tax benefit certificate. When you give to your relatives, there is an expectation of them giving something in return, and it could be as little as a smile. But when you give to your family, do you expect anything from them? You expect them to love you, to believe in you, to trust you, isn't it? Expectation comes from the fact that we always want something in return. When we contribute, there is a thought at the back of our minds, niggling us to get back something. But how many of us have gone out of our way and have tried to get into the act of just giving and not wanting something in return? There is a beautiful story which makes me think every time and which I would like to share with you. Many years ago, when the writer worked as a volunteer at a hospital, he got to know a little girl named Liz, who was suffering from a rare and serious disease. Her only chance of recovery appeared to be a blood transfusion from a 5-year-old brother, who had miraculously survived the same disease and had developed the antibodies needed to combat the illness. The doctor explained the situation to her little brother and asked the little boy if he would be willing to give his blood to his sister. The writer saw him hesitate for only a moment before taking a deep breath and saying, "Yes, I'll do it if it will save her." As the transfusion progressed, he lay in bed next to his sister and smiled, as everyone did, seeing the color returning to her cheek. Then his face grew pale and his smile faded. He looked up at the doctor and asked with a trembling voice, "Will I start to die right away?" Being young, the little boy had misunderstood the doctor. He thought he was going to have to give his sister all his blood to save her. Making a sacrifice for others is the greatest gift anyone can give. Never pass an opportunity to help someone else to live the life they desire. But be aware of what you are thinking, as your thoughts can trigger unwanted actions inside you. The universe only gives to them who want selflessly and who give selflessly. The underlying current of the thought of wanting and giving must be without any self-interest and must be aligned with nature. Everything starts from you and everything ends within you. So, when there is a question of giving, do anything which you can or you can help with without having any expectation in return. In the story which I just narrated, the boy went all out to help his ailing sister even though he thought that he would die. He did not flinch in helping his sister, but at the back of his mind he was thinking he would die. There was an expectation from the act that he would die after giving all his blood to his sister, and his body reacted to it even though he had not given all of it. Our mind is the supreme intelligence for us. Our thoughts run the mind. They act as its fuel. When we use the fuel in its pure form, we get the engine roaring. But when we mix it with other elements, the result is a clogged engine. And a clogged engine is bound to stutter and stop. I hope that you all will remember to live with no regrets. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Work like you don't need the money. Love as you have never been hurt. And dance like you do when nobody's watching, and give like you don't want anything in return. Tell us if you remember any incident in your lives where you have tried to make someone else happy. Have you been able to get happiness after giving away something to someone else? We would love to know. If you want to know more about living a better life, read my book Temple of Destiny. If this episode resonates with you on whatever platform you are on, take a quick minute and interact with us. If you are at Apple Podcast, press the subscribe button and give us a rating. If you are on Spotify, just click the follow button to continue the listenership with us. If you are on Anchor.fm, scroll down and leave us a message. If you like this episode, do share it with your friends and loved ones. And yes, as always, live a prepared and courageous life. Live a better life. Thank you, everybody. Till next time, bye bye.